What's up YouTube? It's Noah with RoyalNationCreations back with another video. In today's video, I want to talk all about rat breeding, all the pros and cons to it, and I also want to show you guys my little rat setup. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first we'll start off with the rack systems that I use. This one here is homemade. It has a 5-gallon bucket up top with all the water lines ran down, and each bin has its own little valve. You can buy all the stuff to make this stuff at any of your local hardware stores. And as far as the bins, these are just concrete mixing bins that you can get at Lowe's. This rack here, it holds 18 bins. This is where all my ASF colonies are at. Then if we turn over here to the side, we have all of our normal Norwegian rats. It's an ARS rack, which already came pre-assembled with the water lines, which is nice. They are a little bit pricey, but I will say the quality is very good. I put these little containers here that you can buy at any of your local pet stores. I find it's just easier for some of the smaller rats to get water. They can't really reach the valve and get the valve to work as good, so I've had good luck with that. So let's get into now what I use for substrate. Okay, so for the bedding, I just use this horse stall refreshener. It does very good at eliminating all the odor, and also when they use the bathroom, it absorbs it a lot better. So I'll put a small layer of that on the bottom, and then right above that I'll do the at my local Tractor Supply, I just get premium pine shavings, and then make a nice layer of that on top. You want to put a nice thick layer, that way they have enough room to burrow in, as you can see in here. Because as soon as they go to have their babies, they're going to want to have a nice little area to burrow to put the babies. Like back in there, you can see they kind of dug it all out. As for the food, I just used the Missouri rodent breeder food. You can get this at any of your local feed stores. It is a little bit pricey if you buy it per bag, so I would recommend trying to get it in bulk if you can, if you're breeding a lot of rodents. But on the ASF rack for feeding it, back here in the back layer, they have a little section for you to put all your food. It takes up probably a little less than half of the top of the rack. But then on the homemade rack, just put screen all up on top and just spread it proportionately across there. And you will be switching out your food or adding food daily. If you have a lot of rodents in there, they will go through a lot of food. That's the same with the water too. That bucket up there is getting refilled probably once a day. And then, like I said, I just check the food daily, and if they start getting low, I just toss a little more up there. But that's what I do for feeding. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about was the temperature for breeding ASFs and rats. You want to make sure it doesn't get too hot for them, because they don't do good if it gets hot. You'll lose a lot of your rodents. So the best luck I've had is keeping them right around 77 degrees. And to monitor my temperatures, I bought a piece off of Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put a link in the bio. You set it out in the building, and I have an app on my phone to where I can monitor and check what the temperature is throughout the day. And if it actually gets to a certain temperature, it will, above where I want it to be, it'll send an alert to my phone, so I know to head out to the building and see whether the AC is not working or what the issue is. So like I said, you want to do that. And what I use in the winter to keep it warm is I have just a little heater that I bought, and I'll turn that on at night. And then I also, during the summer, I always have a fan running out here, right there, and up here. And we have also a little window AC unit hooked in the wall back there with a thermostat on it, so I'll keep that set at 77. But yep, as far as temperature, that's what I would recommend. As far as size too, for the rodents, these are the rats. They are a lot bigger, so if you're not wanting to keep something that is large and takes up a lot more space, I would consider either going with the ASFs or the mice. As you can see, the ASFs are a lot smaller. And a lot of people say that once you put your snake on ASFs that they won't eat rats again or they won't eat mice. I haven't personally had that happen yet. I'm sure that some picky feeders will be like that, but I just personally haven't had it happen. So if you don't want to keep something, you don't have the space to do something bigger like the rats, I'd recommend the ASFs or the mice. Alright guys, that's how I do all my rodents. I originally didn't plan on breeding rodents to start off because I know it's a lot of work, and I just wanted you guys to know that too. Like, if you plan on getting into rodents, just know it's a lot to keep up with the cleaning and feeding and watering. But it is nice, and I have enjoyed it because my snakes always have food now. I don't have to worry about rushing around at the end of the week to see who's going to have rodents for me. Plus, I can pick all the different sizes I need for the different sizes snakes I have. So it definitely is nice to be able to do it yourself if you have the time and the space to do it. But I definitely don't think it's for everybody because, like I said, if you don't keep up with them, they're gonna smell very bad, and it's just not gonna be fun for you. And another thing I wanted to mention also that I forgot to tell you guys out there was, if you do end up getting overswarmed with rodents, you can look around on YouTube, and a lot of people have videos showing how they make CO2 chambers so that you can freeze your rats if you're getting too many of them and you're not having people to sell them to, or your snakes aren't being able to eat all of them. But yeah, you can look around online and see how to do that. I haven't personally had to do that yet because I have a lot of snakes, and I also have people that are buying rodents from me, so I haven't got swarmed with them yet, but it is an option if you need to use it. So that's going to do it for today's video. So we'll see you guys in the next one. If you can please like, subscribe, and share, I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.